Hello ladies and gentlemen, ChaosWulff here, and welcome back to basically another video. Today we're going to be looking at a video in my my T71, my Tier 7 American light tank. But before we jump into the video, I wanted just to show you my equipment setup and skill setup. Basically, main points are that my commander has Sixth Sense, which is absolutely 100% necessary if you're a scout. And then Gunner's Snapshot, Driver is Smooth Ride, and they're all on 91% on Camouflage for their second skills, because scouts you really don't want to be spotted. And the setup that I've got here, you'll be able to... It'll explain a little bit as to what happens in my next video, in the video itself. I've also got vertical stabilizer, because sometimes you can't play this tank as a scout, like say in city maps and so on. So I like the ability just to drive around and be able to shoot and basically play the tank as an assassin. So I like to be able to switch between the two roles, scout and assassin. Obviously coached optics, all good scout tanks really need coached optics, either that or the binoculars. But I would recommend the coached optics, even though it's only 10% extra view range as opposed to the 25% extra, because it's always active rather than you having to sit still for 6 seconds for it to kick in, or however many seconds it is. And a camo net, obviously, for static scouting. Ammo wise, vast majority APCR. Take 2 clips of heat just in case, because you do quite often get into tier 10 and 9 matches in this tank, and that's the time when, if you do need to play the assassin, you need to have something with the extra little bit of kick, and 1 clip of HE just for like artillery and other light tanks. Standard small first aid kit, small repair kit, but instead of taking a fire extinguisher, considering that 9 times out of 10 I'll be in higher tier matches and most likely I'll be killed in 1 or 2 shots, I don't see the point in taking a fire extinguisher. I just take the extra gasoline, because the extra acceleration does help. But yeah, that's basically the my setup on my T71, and we'll move on to the video. And yeah, here we are in the game. On Prokhorovka, we're spawning at the northern camp. And straight off the bat, I like to rush down straight to roundabout E1. Get as much of a forward scouting spot as I can in this tank, because nothing worse than trying to go down this line in a TD or a heavy tank and not having the spots. Again, sorry for my voice. But yeah, here we go. I like to park up right behind this bush. You have to go here straight away, just so you don't get spotted by any other your evil twins, so to speak, the scouts in the enemy team. Like this this little light tank here. Oh, and I've got to tell you, scouting is not normally one of my my preferred playstyles, because I find it so hard to resist the urge to just squeeze off 1 or 2 shots into them. But you must resist that urge at all costs, because the second you fire, they're going to spot you, unless you've taken enough precautions to get enough concealment between you and them. But yeah, now we've got the Alpha Panther, Tiger, Lerva and Indian Panther spotted already. I have still not fired a single shot, and I won't for some time. The Tiger's moving over towards us, and at this point I am really freaking out at this point, thinking if he comes much closer he's going to spot me. But thankfully my team do not let me down, and they nail him. Now my only main problem is that that Alpha Panther over there. I would love to have him going, or squeeze off a few rounds into him to get rid of him, but if I do, I'm going to get spotted. So unfortunately for now, I just have to let him be. And I've just got to stay here and just light up some more targets. Yes, and on the minimap you can see that my team is actually moving up now. I'll put a free camera on from it. You can see them all lined out behind. Taking some shots at the Av Panther, and the Indian Panzer up the back still. So I'm calling in shots on them, but then yeah, I take a bit of a risk there moving, but I saw that the Av Panther was actually in broken line of sight, so I took that time to reposition slightly and get myself into a better position, and it paid off. No, I wasn't spotted. My sixth sense hasn't kicked in. And yes, sitting and waiting. And right now that Hellcat's moving up behind to take up position next to me. So I think at this point I'm deciding that this position's no longer useful for our team. The T-34 is moving up, and pretty soon he's going to move up even further and basically make this part completely null and void. So I back off, making sure to keep as much cover between me and where the Lerva and the Indian Panzer are, and move up behind these bushes, stop short just so I don't accidentally push through and get spotted. So I sit here, sit still, wait for my camo net to kick in. Oh, and there's the Lerva, and aiming at his lower places just in case I need to take a shot. I'm still resisting that urge though. I'm not spotted, they don't even know I'm here. And my team are just raining in fire down on him. Yep, and he's buggering off and losing sight of him. And again, looking around, T-34's moving up again. So I decide move a little bit more, because he's going to move forward, and at that point again that spot is now no longer useful. So oh look, York Tiger 8.8. But I decide to move forward behind every bit of cover, and I'm dodging from piece of cover to piece of cover. I do not want to be spotted. If I am spotted, I am dead. Because the enemy tanks will just go, oh look, light tank, free kill, boom, dead. And I don't want that. I like my tank. I don't want it to end up as a piece of scrap on the battlefield. But yeah, as you see again, weaving in between each of the bits of cover, just keeping as much cover between me and the enemy as possible. But yeah, again, Mr. T-34 is rolling up, completely almost negating the point of me being there. But I see the looks, and I think, I don't want him there. He sits there, and I'm thinking, he's far enough away, I have enough concealment, take a third shot, and he's not there. So he moved just as he dropped out of the radar. But at this point, I'm not going to shoot at the other two in case I get spotted again. I back off to put more cover in between me and him, more concealment, and I'm still covered, completely concealed from those two tanks as well. 3 tanks even. Decide to take a speculative shot, miss there. He disappears just as I fire, but he can tell I missed, I hit the ground behind. And there's that looks. It's like, oh wait, oh hello, goodbye.
They're knocked out.
Yes, they're knocked out. I've got 1 shot left. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to punt it into this guy or not. Aiming his low plate, shot goes high and I hit his upper glacis. So I'm sitting here reloading. Let my team know. And there goes the Lerva. I'm not going to get another shot on him, I don't think. He's too low health for me to get another shot on, I don't think. Reloading. Reloaded. Do I? No, that was a ding. Oh no, and there he goes. Blind shot from our T-28. So I move up to the next position. Nothing here. Oh, Tiger 2. Call in some fire support on him. And then proceed to ignore him for now. And look, there's that York Tiger 8.8. Yeah, no shots in his lower glacis. There's no point in me shooting his upper superstructure at all. Oh, but there's the Indian Panzer again. Yeah. Debating here whether or not to actually shoot at him. But I think, sod it. Might as well.
Enemy armor is hit.
One shot into the hatch.
Enemy armor is
2 shots into the hatch, and he's gone. Again, still the Arg Tiger there, but there's no chance. And, well, I'll go for spotting damage over actual damage in this tank most times. But I decide to move up, avoiding trees. I don't want to let anybody know I'm here. Staying behind as much cover as I can. Almost jump out of there. I forget how light this tank is sometimes. Still reloading. Decide to reload rather than re-engage any other tanks with an half-empty clip. See the back of a Lervo. Naturally, at this range, I'm not going to be doing too much. And he is at a funny angle. 1 penetration. Bounce. 2 penetrations. And a critical. Yeah, but at this range, this cannon's not as accurate as I'd like it to be. But as you'll notice, firing at ranges, keeping cover between me and the enemy, I have not yet been spotted. My 6th sense has not gone off at all once this match thus far. And moving up behind cover again, basically just staying behind every bit of cover I can possibly find. No point firing that Lerva from the front. Oh, rim job. I know it's Rheinmetall Borsig, but I didn't know how to pronounce it to begin with, so I just nicknamed it the rim job. But yeah, not doing too great a job at leading the target there. Another hit, and I think I missed this one. No, I hit that as well. But no, as I've seen him, and I know he's got paper-thin armour, I reload high explosives on the off chance that I'll get some more shots on him. So I move up, look around, and there he is, but naturally he's just gotten out of the way, so I've reloaded high explosives for no reason really. But I think, yeah, might as well put them to some use. I'll try and do some module damage to that Tiger. But I've got no shots from here, and I move up a little too far. Can't get the gun down, so I have to back off a little bit more.
Critical hit.
Yeah, more criticals.
Critical hit.
But he can't see me, because I'm just displaying the most minimal amount of my tank.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Yeah,
Didn't go through.
hardly anything. He's the last one, and he's gone. But yeah, no, that entire time moving down the forest road was not spotted once because of just clever uses of the terrain and the foliage. I mean, that's the kind of thing you've got to learn as a scout tank. You have to be able to. If you're seen, you're dead mostly. You can do the roaming tactics and everything as well, and I do those as well occasionally. But I do them more for fun than anything else. If I'm seriously scouting, I'll mainly be static scouting. And here we have the results screen. Got 2 kills myself, and damaged another 2. Sadly, only got spots, the original spots on 5 tanks. So 4 short of getting a scout medal, and spotting damage on 5, so 1 short of getting a patrol duty. So even though my scouting was invaluable down that side, there wasn't enough tanks there for me to actually spot to get any kind of recognition for it. But even so, this was a 2 times XP victory for the first victory for the day, and it was over a 3,000 XP match, and 75, so pretty much 76,000 credits. Can't remember if I'm pretty sure there was some event going on at the point, so I don't believe that was just normal credits. But after that, you can see that I did 1,000, just shy of 1,500 damage, and I was second on the team by 4 points an XP. I fired 27 shots, Although that was all in the last couple of minutes in the game. And fired 27, hit 22. Only penetrated 11 though. And yeah, detected 5, damaged 2, destroyed 2. And with spotting damage, it was just shy of 2.7 thousand. So yeah, that's quite a nice little match. And yeah, well, as always, thank you for watching. And if you like the video, please give a like or subscribe. And I'll see you around, guys and girls.